thought you would be back.
This week on the Ingress Report, the global mind unit scores skyrocket with megafields from both factions. Agents attempt to decipher the newly released shaper glyphs, and a rumoured forthcoming scanner update aims to increase agent efficiency in the field. Welcome to the Ingress Report. I'm Susanna Moyer. In our top story this week, both factions have made an unprecedented show of force on the global stage. First, on the heels of their defeat at Operation Voynich in Hamburg, Germany, the Resistance struck back with a series of operations, exploding their global mind unit total to nearly 300 million, which was the highest single faction number to date. The increase was bolstered by Operation Mighty Blue Justice in California, which was a coordinated effort between agents in the US and Mexico. Using Google Translate to overcome language barriers and strategize the creation of two large fields, Operation Mighty Blue Justice netted the Resistance nearly 27 million mind units. Not to be outdone, the Enlightened launched an operation whose scale in sheer mind unit dwarfs all previous operations. Chinese agents, including Lamueno and Kimi BSB, coordinated to create a series of fields that skyrocketed the Enlightened's global MU count to a truly staggering 1,474,000,000. Following the Chinese Enlightened fields and their defeat at 5 straight XM anomalies, Resistance leaders have expressed concern that their faction's losses have been a result of poor organisation and an inability to drive agent turnout in key strategic cities. After a strong showing in Hamburg for Operation Voynich, the faction ultimately lost the anomaly due to a strategy that failed to encompass the anomaly's remote sites. We now know that the next XM anomaly will be in Minneapolis, Minnesota on August 3rd. Codenamed Operation MINOTAUR, the anomaly is expected to affect a number of other cities as well, including St. Louis, Kansas City, Denver, Salt Lake City, Atlanta, Montreal, and Toronto. While past XM events have shaken the very world of Ingress, seeing key figures changing factions and corporations sending assassins around the globe, it's clear that something significant is developing. If the global Resistance want to reassert their strength and prove their ability, it seems Operation MINOTAUR will be their chance. Following Operation Voynich, the XM anomaly in Hamburg, Germany, agents from both factions are working feverishly to decode the recently released shaper glyphs. Originally intended to be delivered to CARRIE Campbell in Hamburg, the glyphs were published online via Google Plus by London Enlightened agents. Code breakers from both the Enlightened and the Resistance now feel they have the key to an ancient, perhaps universal language. On Google Plus, an agent posted, "Homo sapiens around the globe discovered fire and agriculture at the same time. There had to be some influence for this. Might be the Shapers." And that was also the reason the first Egyptian built the Sphinx. They wanted bigger portals, and those portals led them to a civilization. Same with Stonehenge and cave paintings. Warning that XM may be a double-edged sword, an agent says, quote, "I believe that long-term exposure to XM has indeed affected people, but how is the question." As experts and amateurs alike argue over the language, reports indicate that CARRIE Campbell herself may be in hiding. Some have speculated, however, that she will be the focus of Operation MINOTAUR on August 3rd. And finally, as we mentioned last week, people attending the San Diego-based Comic-Con report receiving previously undiscovered art created by the elusive artist Tycho. Depicting the very Epiphany night that inspired CARRIE Campbell to begin her enigmatic Epiphany journal, those who have obtained the rare book say the very words and images inside may include hidden messages and secret codes. We now go to this week's Situation Report.
Hi there, my name is Daniel Shingoji.
And Eliza.
We are going to execute the last stage of the operation called Tatu Bola. We are the Ingress Resistant Brazil.
Okay everybody, this is Resistance Agent Marcio, talking from Jundiaí, state of São Paulo in Brazil. So I'm going to link 2 cities that are about 100 kilometers away from here. One is Tatuí, another is Santa Branca. So when Tatu Bola is done, this is how it's going to look. Everything it's blue, beautiful blue, thanks to all the agents, and soon the video will be posted. See you guys.
Ingress Resistance Brazil, Operation Tatu Bola, successful.
Next, we go to this week's Portal of the Week.
Hey, my name is Agent Happalite, and I'm at Cahokia Mounds in Collinsville, Illinois, which is the site of the first Ingress XM anomaly, which was in January. This was once a thriving metropolis. In the year 1250, Cahokia was bigger than the city of London. It was abandoned a short time later, and nobody can figure out why. The people of Cahokia were the contemporaries of a group of Native Americans called the Caddo people, who lived around Cross Plains, Texas, and might have been the originators of the shaper glyphs. Something I find kind of interesting is that both civilizations collapsed without warning, and nobody knows why. From Cahokia Mounds, I'm Agent Happelite.
If you have a portal you'd like to share with us, visit ingress.com/report to submit it. And finally, in tech news this week, reports are surfacing of a new scanner upgrade with some much anticipated technology. According to our sources, a scanner client update expected in the very near future will include the ability to select the level of XMP burster being fired when using the quick-fire screen. Also included will be updated visualizations and layouts, rumoured to increase agent efficiency when deploying resonators and upgrading portals with mods. For the latest tech news, remember to follow Ingress on Google+, Facebook and Twitter. If you are new to the world of Ingress and have not yet joined the global struggle, download the Ingress Scanner app through Google Play Store and request your personal invite code at ingress.com. And while the choice of which faction to join is yours alone to make, if you have trouble choosing, you can find both Resistance and Enlightened leaders in your local area via Google+. For the Ingress Report, I'm Susanna Moyer.
Don't be afraid to leave a comment, Agent.